Hey YouTube. I just wanted to come on here real quick and say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. But I noticed on my memories on Facebook that 1 year ago today, I had my first appointment. 1 year, 4 years ago today, I had my first appointment for all on four with a different one of the chains, the teeth chains. And but that was my first move after I decided to get the procedure done, and the beginning of talking to different doctors until I found the perfect doctor, which was at Radiance, Dr. Iskender. 4 years I had the procedure. I had my first appointment, a committed appointment, on I think December 15th or December 19th, one or the other. And then I had my procedure done in January. And so I spent a few weeks talking to different doctors and trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So 4 years. What made me also think about it is people were posting what they're thankful for. And of course, I'm thankful for all the normal things people are thankful for. But I'm also really thankful that I did this, because the other night it just came back to me, a feeling that I used to get. So one time, I don't even remember how long ago it was, but I was highly sensitive to hot and cold drinks. So I drank everything kind of like room temperature. And I remember when I got my, a long time ago, I took a drink of something ice cold, like a slush from Sonic or something. And I heard my last molar crack. I heard it crack under the crown, and I can only suspect that it was because it was ready to go, and the cold hit it, and it just cut it. I mean, it just like broke. And so from that point on, I knew that it was inevitable that I was going to have to get an implant or do something, because it was the beginning of the end. I lost the only tooth on this side that could anchor a bridge. And I knew that they were going to have to pull it, because it had already had a root canal, and it already had a crown, and it was pretty old. So I think that my teeth, I had maybe 5 or 6 teeth crack underneath, like they would just almost split in half underneath the crown. So I think that maybe they dry out or whatever underneath there, and eventually they'll break if you're unlucky like me. So that sort of made me start looking at different things that I could do to address the long-term needs, right? And so the other day I had an ice cold drink, and I took a drink of it, and it just felt so good in my mouth. It just felt so good. And no sensitivity at all, obviously, but I mean, it just like washes over your mouth, and it just feels really refreshing. And that was something that I couldn't do until I got these teeth. So it's not only eating everything you want again, it's also drinking hot things and cold things, or maybe taking a drink of something hot and then taking a drink of something cold without pain. And that was kind of, I just hadn't thought of it in a long time, how good a cold drink feels in your mouth. Anyway, so I'm thankful for these teeth, super thankful. I've had 4 years to think about my decision, and there's no buyer's remorse whatsoever. And I hope that if you're in the process of researching this, you just take the plunge if you can. I know it's the price of a nice new car, but it's worth it. And another thing, yesterday, I went to a craft fair and I ran across a member of one side of my family that was always just a little snooty. And as I got older and had a baby, and I was really poor, and my teeth were getting really bad, I remember feeling judged by them when I would see them. You know, I would feel like I just wasn't sophisticated, and they were sophisticated people. Um, and I saw her yesterday. I saw one of them yesterday with her kids, and I thought, you know, I still haven't quite 100% gotten over the fact that they are a little bit more like they dress fancy and they, wear high heels like Louboutins and stuff like that. I still haven't gotten over the feeling that I'm just not quite as sophisticated as they are, but now it's not the same thing. It's not feeling that I'm not adequate anymore. Back then, when I had bad teeth, I just kind of felt inadequate, and I was not ever going to be as good as they are, if that makes sense. And I don't know, it is in the grand scheme of things, it's not important. TV is in my glasses. In the grand scheme of things, it's not important at all, right? But you can't help but have feelings, right? That you're feelings of inadequacy when you have such a visible problem. So if you're thinking about it, just if you can do it, do it. You're never going to regret it, and then you can enjoy the drinking a slushie without it hurting, and drinking hot chocolate over Christmas time and it not hurting, and not sending those nerve pulses that you get when you have bad teeth. I don't know. It's like the dreaded nerve pulse. Like it usually meant that I had a abscess or something when I would feel that it's a pulse. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, I'm thankful for these teeth. Yep, I sure am. Hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. And if you have any questions, let me know. Bye.